Hey guys, welcome to the Max Life. So I have to tell y'all, we are a little shocked, and I'm just going to show y'all why. This is what I have to show y'all. I know y'all probably thought we were going to the cows, but we're not. Y'all saw us move. Ginger and Oreo, they have both had their babies, but Oreo's, she has 9, a litter of 9, and they are doing great. To me, there is nothing that cuter than a calf and a piglet when they're first born. But let me tell you this, Ginger had 13 babies. That is the most our pigs have ever had. It's not uncommon, but it is rare for them to have that many. If you usually have that many, that's a really nice litter. She had 13 and we are down to 10. So we are completely shocked. We have 19 piglets between the mama. So she had a really, really good litter, and as you can see, is a wonderful mom. She's letting the babies nurse. Just absolutely fantastic. I think that they both have done really good. These have been really fantastic mamas. We were shocked though. When we counted 13, we were shocked. 2 were a little deformed. 2 were really, really small. And 1 of those did not make it. And there is another one somewhere that is pretty small. But that's a lot of piglets. I don't know what we're gonna do with these piglets. So far, the boar has stayed way down there. We cannot have these mamas back rebred. In total, we have 29. We have down in the barn that y'all have seen us move the bigger piglets down there. There's 10 down there. So there's 10 here and there's 9 here. So we have a lot of piglets right now. And honestly, we were very shocked. Like I said, we've never had more than 8 or 9. So when she had 13, we were just like, what are we gonna do with all these piglets? But there's nothing cuter than a baby piglet. So as you can see, they are healthy and happy, and I'm glad that those mamas had those babies. You see that it's not real cold out here. Oreo actually had her batch first, and when Colby told me she had 9, I was like, what are we gonna do with 9? I was banking on like maybe 6, but she did great. She actually had hers first. The next day, Ginger had hers, and when he told me that she had 13 but 11 total, I was like, and now we have even more. What are we gonna do with all these piglets? But did lose that 1, so now she's down to 10, which is still, like I said, a really nice litter. And she's doing great too. Everybody's healthy and happy. So we've had 2 successful deliveries. Thankfully, it wasn't during a time when it was extremely cold, because I just worry about the piglets a little bit when it's really, really cold. But they're bedded down into some good hay, and you see the top of our barn is covered so rain can't get in there. They're in a good, safe place to have deliveries, because last year we didn't anticipate it getting so cold here in the south. It's actually one of the coldest times that I can ever remember, and both of those mamas had babies within a couple of days of each other out in the pasture, and it was going to rain and get down in the teens as our highs. That does not happen here in Mississippi, y'all. So Aiden and I actually jumped over in the pig forest, built an A-frame tarp in between 2 trees, distracted the mama pigs with some feed, and ran a couple of her piglets over into that hay, which was a little bit of a dangerous thing to do. But we were able to do that, and then the mamas found the piglets, went over there. Everything was great there. But it was just a lot of work, because we needed to provide them some shelter before the rain come in, because the babies weren't any bigger than the ones that you just saw, which are pretty small, just a couple of pounds. And our biggest concern with them being so small is that they were going to get wet and then cold. So I was actually okay with them it being cold. I knew that they would bed down in the hay. The mama would be right there. The problem was them getting wet, not having a dry place out in the forest, getting wet, and then it getting so cold. High was in the teens for here, which is very, very unusual for Mississippi. So we kind of did a little makeshift shelter for them last year, and I did not want to do that again. And I actually don't even know if y'all heard me tell the story about how I said I was not having babies in December, and we had separated the boars back in the back, and the fences got broke, and that's how the mamas got rebred. And actually come down here one day and was like, why is he in there? Oh, he's breeding Oreo. That's not good. Counting up the days, we knew right when around they were going to be due. They were actually only in there a couple of days before they delivered their babies, because I saw him breed Oreo. So I was able to kind of do the math. 3 months, 3 weeks, and 3 days is the gestation of pigs. So everybody is healthy and happy here. So we have been very blessed with that, those 2 deliveries. Unfortunately, we're still waiting on Josie, y'all. She is going to give us a heart attack. We want her to have her baby, but we know she's going to wait till Christmas Eve and have her baby. So we have an extra fun Christmas morning, because that's always the way it happens, isn't it, y'all? Our chickens also aren't laying but a couple of eggs a day. I'm fixing to go check and see how many we have right now. This part makes me say thank goodness for my water glassed eggs, because if I had not water glassed as many as I did, I know for sure we wouldn't be getting through the winter season, because a lot of the ladies that I have right now are older chickens, and when they get older they just don't lay as much, and they really don't like to lay in the winter. So I'm so thankful that my American Breast and White Jersey Giants are all super young, because they're going to kind of be picking up the slack from these older girls. Yeah, I think there's 4 in here today. So it makes me just say thank you for putting up them water glass. I'm thanking myself, because if I didn't have those water glassed eggs, 4 eggs, I'm going to go check the American Breast. And the White Jersey Giants are not laying yet. They're still a little too young. These times, I'm very thankful for my water glassed eggs. I have 2 over here. These are my White Jersey Giants. They're growing off really, really nice. They're not old enough to lay yet. These were sent to me, Hoover's Hatchery, I think is where I bought them from. They were actually shipped in June, so they are just now getting close to about 6 months old. So it won't be too much longer, but I mean, it will be in the dead of winter, so it is what it is. These are coming up on a year old. These have been great layers as well. Some of the roosters from my batch that already hatched will be going to freezer camp soon. So again, the reason why we got the White Jersey Giants and the American Breast is some of these guys are going to be raised up to be strictly meat, as we are meat sustainable here on our farm with raising our own chickens, raising our own pork, raising our own beef, raising our own lamb. And it's a great feeling to know that we know where our meat comes from and how it was raised. I know I've told y'all once, I'll tell y'all again. Y'all just saw me move this big mobile chicken coop and the little mobile chicken coop because it needed to be done. They also needed a little bit of water, so that's what I've been doing. Now, I am a firm believer in these mobile chicken coops. We have had both of these for several years now. They're very sturdy, and they do exactly what they needed to do, which is a huge plus in my book, that they don't tear up. They keep our chickens in. If anybody needs the link to where I purchased mine from, y'all send me an email or drop me a comment, and I will let you know where we got ours from. They're very small, durable, easy to move around, and honestly, I wouldn't say that they were astronomical, but I mean, I will say this: sometimes you get what you pay for, and in this case, I really don't want to pay for crap and it not be durable, tear up, something get in and get my chicken. So huge plus, 5-star for me on the mobile chicken coop. Alright, what are you doing? Here's our kitty cat that was up in the tree. You want to tell them you hadn't gone up in the tree again? Also doing a walkthrough out, checking the raised beds. I'm really tempted to water, but to be completely honest with you, I really don't want to, because we have rain moving in just a couple of days. I can't remember if it's tomorrow or the next day. We got some rain about to move in, so I really hate to drench everything today, knowing that we're about to get rain. But honestly, it really does need water, so I'm just trying to kind of walk around and decide what I want to do. And y'all thought I was playing about stuff going to flower, trying to bolt because of our warm temperatures. And again, you see me out here in a short sleeve shirt, so I want to show you I was being for real. Some of the things just couldn't grow very much because of our wicked crazy weather, and some things just straight go into basically bolting because it won't stay cold enough for very long. I come out and harvested a heavy crop off of our greens not long ago. Actually made a super green capsule. Y'all heard me talking a little bit about that. It's really cool capsules that when later on in the summer when we can't eat these type of leafy greens, or we can't eat fresh on them while they're growing, we can take those super green capsules from the kale and arugula that I put in the freeze dryer, and we still get our greens. And I come out and picked a big bowl to take up to our chickens, because sometimes I do just forage for them, and fed them as well off of this. So it is even growing back really great too. Every now and then I just have to come out here and take a look and see if anything needs attention. Every couple of days. I will say in the winter it's just not as needy as fall planting in the summer, which is a good thing because every season has its different needs. Everything looks good. As much as I'm tempted to water, I think I'm going to hold off just because I don't know how much rain we're supposed to get. I just know that either tomorrow or the next day, right before Christmas, we've got some rain fixing to come in, and I don't really want to just have everything saturated. So I think I'm going to hold off. I have a lot more that I need to get done inside for the afternoon, so I'm going to hold off on that. Hattie Mae, you turning into an old woman. You just want to sleep all the time. You just catching up on your sleep, girl. You just catching up on your sleep, huh? You just catching up on your sleep, Hattie Mae is our mama of the farm. She's getting way on up there in age, very close to 10. So I don't think she'll be with us for too much longer, maybe a couple more years. Juliet is really starting to fill out in her mamaness. She's got till mid-January. Aren't you, girl? Are you crying for some attention? Are you crying for some attention? She's so active, but she is really starting to fill out. Every now and then I just come out here and kind of check her collar. We let them usually run during the day. We did have some company earlier today, so we put them up because after I told them not to jump, Aiden stands up and goes up, 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 and then this is what they do. They jump. So we usually try to put them up when we have company, but then she knows to kennel up because that's her house, huh, girl? She knows to kennel up because that's her house. Now, we'll say this. She is going to be a young mama, but I think she's going to be a good mama. I think she's just going to take a little bit of working with until she finds out I have to lay down to let my babies nurse, because she is so overly active and she's so young, so she's not calm, chilled like you saw Hattie Mae a while ago, just kind of laid out. She really is almost never still, so it may take me working with her a little bit just to get her to lay down so her pups can nurse. So y'all stay tuned for that. That is right around the corner. We have it counting down to the days, just like we did with the pigs when we saw everything take place. And we know it's going to be mid-January, and we will have purebred border collie pups. So if anybody near Mississippi needs border collie pups, y'all hit us up, because we're going to have border collie pups that can't stay here. We really just wanted Juliet to get that mama protective instinct. So I feel like that every female dog needs to go through that cycle. It will make her a little bit more protective, but we'll see how things go with her pups. Hope you guys have a great afternoon. Very, very Merry Christmas from the Max to you guys. God bless and happy homesteading, y'all.